Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to do a get ready with me. I'm actually out later for dinner, so I thought I'd film get ready with me. I don't quite know what I'm doing yet, but I've got loads of products here that I'm going to use, so you can just get ready with me. So I'm going to start by priming my face with the Becca Backlight Filter Primer. So it just gives the skin a nice dewy look. So I am going to use a matte foundation today, so I thought having a dewy colour would work nicely with that. So for foundation today I'm going to take the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'm actually going to mix a little bit of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, just because I have got a little bit of dry skin at the moment. Just for reference, for the Estee Lauder Double Wear, I am shade Shell Beige, and in the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk I'm shade 6.5. I know I'm pale, but I have got a little bit of fake tan going on my neck, so I'm just going to match it to my neck. So I'm just going to take my Sigma Angled Kabuki brush, which I actually use for cream bronzer, but all my other brushes are dirty, so it does actually work really well for a foundation brush. So I'm just going to take some Estee Lauder. You don't need loads because it is very full coverage, so I'm just going to pop that around, and I'm just going to take a pump of the Luminous Silk. And then just going to put that round. I like to press my foundation into my skin first, like a patting motion, because I think you just get a fuller coverage, and then I'll start buffing in later. I think you just get a nice even coverage. So for concealer, I've got something across the pond. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and in the shade Light Medium. I do actually want to get another shade, maybe a shade lighter, because I do like a brighter under eye. But this is fine. Just going to put some of my eyes for a base. Some of my chin, some of my spots. I'm just going to let that settle for a while, because I think it just gives a bit of extra coverage if we leave the concealer to set a little bit. So I'm just going to leave that for a few minutes. To blend in my concealer, I'm going to use my beauty blender. I'm going to start with the chin. On my head. Under my eyes. I'm going to use my favourite powder at the moment. That's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and this is the shade 2. I'm just going to take that on a little MAC brush and set under the eyes. My eyelids, ready for the eyeshadow, and on my chin where I get most oily, and forehead. just to be a bit extra today, I am just going to powder the face with my Guerlain Meteorites powder. This is the shade medium, and I'll show you what they look like. There's little tiny coloured, coloured balls in there, just gives a nice radiance to the skin. I'm just going to swirl a big fat brush in there, swoop it all over my face. Doesn't give coverage or anything, just gives a nice radiance to the skin. I just washed this and it's super soft. Okay, for bronze I'm going to use the Hourglass Diffuse Bronze Light. Again, we're going for the dewy look. I love a bronzer, makes such a difference. Okay, for blush, I don't want anything too crazy because I think I'm going to go for like a purpley berry eye. Not sure, but that's the theory. So I'm going to go for my Becca Flower Child blush, which is just a nice neutral peachy blush. And it has luminosity to it as well, so I'm going to apply that to my cheeks with my MAC angled blush brush. I don't know the number because it's worn off now. And as you can see, that just leaves a nice natural flush to the cheeks. So any look that you do, this blush would literally go over everything. I'm actually just going to spray my face with the MAC Fix Plus, just so we're not powdery. For highlight I'm going to use the Becca Moonstone. It's a nice champagne colour. Again, goes with everything. Just gives that nice natural highlight to the cheeks. Bam. Just going to do a C shape. I don't like actually putting too much highlighter up here anymore, so I think, I don't know, it just looks unnatural. But all this looks unnatural, let's be honest. And I'm just going to do a bit on my nose. And after I do my highlight, I do like to go back in with my blush brush with no extra product. And just make sure there's no harsh lines. If I don't know that's all done, I'm going to spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Let everything stays in place. For my eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the colour Raine Queen of Hearts palette. I actually just done a review on this palette, but I haven't yet done a tutorial. I'll show you. It's so pretty. It's really a shame that they didn't do this outer packaging on the actual palette. Because look how pretty that is. And then it's not boring black. But when you open it up, it looks like this. So pretty. So I was thinking today I'm going to use this purple shade over here. Or I could use this one actually. That would go well as well. My Morphe M441 blending brush. I'm going to take the... Actually, I'm going to zoom you in. So I'm going to take the lighter shade in the palette, it's called Air. So I'm just going to put that into the crease. This colour is literally perfection for a transition colour. And then I'm just going to take the same colour and run it under the eye. That will also help with any creasing. And it will just give a perfect transition for any colours that you put on the lower eye. Okay, now for my next colour I'm going to go for Royal Prerogative. It's just a nice, just a brown, warm brown shade. I'll say it's more neutral actually, just a neutrally brown shade. And I'm just going to pop that in the crease with the same brush. I'm just going to start on the outer corner here, because that's where I want to focus most of the colour. I'm just going to wiggle it out here first and then drag it inwards in a backwards and forwards motion. I'm hardly pressing the brush into my skin at all, it's just letting the brush do the work. So I'm hardly touching the skin, look. And that'll just give an even blend as well. I'm going to take that same colour and run it underneath my eyes. So this is what we have so far. Really nice. So I think I'm going to go, I'm going to start off with that Noble Woman colour. Can you see it? So it's like a nice berry colour, which works perfectly with my top. So I'm going to take a flat shader brush. This is the Zoeva 234 brush. I'm actually going to spray it with a little MAC Fix Plus. And I'm just going to take some of that colour on my brush. Ooh, creamy. And let's hope there's no fallout. Wow. Whoa. So I'm just going to, whoa, look at that. Wow. That is tremendous. I'm just going to take that all over my eyelid. Oh my god, I can't get over that colour. How nice is that? And it's glitter. So I'm just going to pack it all on my lid. Take it up to the crease. Just gently blend it in. I am impressed with that. This palette is worth it just for that colour. But no, seriously, this palette is beautiful. So that's the base colour down. So pretty. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of a stiffer blending brush as the Zoeva 225. So as you can see, compared to the Morphe M441 that we used for the crease, that's very fluffy. This one's just a little bit more dense. So that'll work well with packing on that colour on the outer corner of the eye. So for that I'm going to use this dark brown chocolate colour called Duchess. Just there. So I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of the eye, just to give a bit more definition. So I'm just going to pat it on. Now I wonder if we can put a little bit of that purple that we like, that one called Queen Mother, just a little bit on the lid, just because I want to see what it looks like. So I'm just going to spray that same shader brush. Well, let's just see. what this does. I'm just going to put it connecting, so the berry red colour and the brown on the outer corner that we've done. I'm just going to place it in between. Just like a little transfer. Ooh, I like it. I'm just going to deepen up the lower lash line with that same chocolate brown colour Duchess that we used. I'm just going to take a clean blending brush, nothing on the brush, and I'm just going to blend that crease so there's no harsh edges. Really gently, you don't want to disturb anything. So for the inner corner highlight, we're going to use this beautiful white gold colour, and that's called Crown. I'm going to take up my little Morphe M431, just a little pencil brush. I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner. Bam. Also a bit of brow bone highlight. So now all we need is mascara. I'm going to take my YSL, Mascara Volume Effect False Seals? I'm not sure. This is just the YSL mascara. I've got it for Christmas and I love it. So I think I wasn't on whether to do white eyeliner, but I might try it with the black just to see what it looks like. I'm going to use my favourite eyeliner, it's the MAC Graphback Technical Liner. Fortunately I've lost the lid, so let's hope it's not dried out. Okay, for lip I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pitch Perfect, which is like a pinky nude, so I think that's what we're after. Get rid of any crusty bits. Do like a nice nude. So I think I'm going to go in with a bit of a gloss. This is the Dior, I don't know what this is because I'm on my eyes, so I can't see. Dior Addict lip gloss. This is the shade 267, which hasn't really got a colour to it. It's literally just a gloss with a bit of a glitter in it. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video. If you liked how this makeup look turned out, I personally really do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I really recommend the Queen of Hearts palette. If you like these colours, berries and golds, then you must pick up this palette. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Bye.